All right, well, another week, another handful of new releases to talk about. This week had some incredible highs and some incredible lows. I was excited for all three of the movies I'm going to be talking about this week, but today I'm starting with the worst one, unfortunately, because it's the one that I watched first, and that is Lightyear. Lightyear was released in 2022. It was written by Jason Headley and directed by Angus Mclean. No spoilers, but the general idea of this one is it's based off of a fictional movie. Like, this is a fictional movie that exists in the world of Toy Story. And the idea is that the Buzz Lightyear toy that we know and love from the 4 Toy Story movies, it was a character in the movie Lightyear, and they just showed us the movie. Now, first of all, it's so stupid. Like, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard. Like, I sat down in the movie, and then, because I kind of thought it was based on a real person. I guess that's, like, not how it was marketed, but that's how I interpreted the marketing. So, I don't know whose fault that is, but, I thought it was based on a real person, and that was not the case. And as soon as this movie started, I was like, oh, this is stupid, right? It's real stupid. And that's, like, my main problem, is that a lot of these, like, things that happen in the movie are just stupid. Like, we start off with, like, this, like, Star Wars-esque, like, opening title card, and it's like, back in 1995, Andy loved this movie. Here is the movie. And we're like, no, it's not, right? Like, me and my roommate were talking, and we were like, you know, this movie would never have been made in 1995. It's just a fact. It's a fact. Like, LGBTQ representation, it would have never happened in 1995, especially by Disney of all people. Like, Disney has a record of being, you know, homophobic and also, you know, racist in their older movies. And I don't think that by 1995 we would have had this movie. And maybe in a different faraway land, sure. But in this, like, it's set on Earth, right? We're pretty sure, like, Toy Story is set in Earth and in our reality, so I don't see why we're... it's really dumb. That was a main continuity issue that I had, which, whatever. I'm not even sure how many people noticed it, but me and my roommate did. The characters in this movie are fine. I love Socks. Socks the cat is the best character, not only in this movie, but in any Pixar movie ever. I love Socks. I ordered an actual, like, stuffed animal of Socks, like, as soon as the movie was over. That's how much I love this character. That character saved the movie for me. If that character was not in this movie, I would have been incredibly bored the whole time. That being said, whenever Socks wasn't actively doing something, I was bored the entire time. Like, even if it was just like Lightyear, like, oh, I'm gonna do this, Socks, from infinity and beyond. I was like, I don't care. Like, I do not care, Chris Evans. Go sit down somewhere. Give me the cat. Like, even when the cat's on screen and not doing anything, they animate the cat to do fun stuff. So it's hilarious every time. So whenever anybody was on screen, if Socks was there, I was watching Socks. So, granted, if maybe this movie is excellent if you don't watch Socks, but I was watching Socks, and that's why this movie kind of sucks, because the plot is dumb, and all I care about is Socks the cat. It's silly to think about, but, like, Lightyear, right, the movie that the characters, like, whatever, the character the movie's based on, doesn't do anything this whole movie. Like, he literally spends a very long time, I don't want to spoil anything, a very long time trying to complete this mission that is just null and void. Like, it's not going to happen anymore. And then they do this thing, and it's like, whatever. I will say that the inclusion, like the LGBTQ representation, is really good here. I think that it works very smooth, and it's eloquent in terms of how it's, you know, mingled in the film. But it wouldn't have happened if this movie was made in 1995. And they're trying to tell me that it was, and I don't believe it. So that's the main issue. I don't want to decredit Disney for including things like that in their films. I think they should continue doing it, and they have been. That's great. But they can't tell me they would have done it in 1995. It wouldn't have happened. Anyway, the animation's beautiful. Maybe even some of Pixar's best animation. However, I don't care, because the plot is dumb. Then there's this whole Zurg thing that I can't get into, but obviously Zurg's the main villain. We knew that from the trailers. And it's really freaking stupid. Like, I wish I could, like, tell you how stupid it is, but I can't. If you watch the movie, you'll know. It's just so dumb. It's one of the dumbest things. Like, it's one of the dumbest twists I've ever seen in my entire life. it's really dumb. But overall, this movie's just boring. Like, I don't care. There's like 7 false endings, basically, where you're like, okay, it kind of feels like they're wrapping things up. And then they're like, oh, and they're, okay, we're still doing stuff. That's the worst. That's the worst thing to do to an audience member in a comfortable chair in a movie theater at 1 in the morning. So I was really, really kind of let down by this film. I really had high hopes for it, and it fell flat on pretty much everything. Even the score by Michael Giaquino, who I love, is my favorite composer. It was fine. Like, it wasn't great, and that's really upsetting. But and stick around. There are post-credit scenes. They're dumb, but stick around if you want to catch those. But overall, Lightyear's boring and uninspired and generic. And I'm gonna go ahead and give it a C-. Have you guys seen Lightyear? Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about it. I don't know. I don't like it a whole lot. It's extremely disappointing considering I liked all 4 of the Toy Story movies. And this one just kind of, like, it's a big letdown. It's not doing well in our movie theater right now either. I don't know how it's doing worldwide. I'll find out Monday. But right now, it's not looking too hot. But let me know if you saw it. Let me know what you think. I would really appreciate it in the comments below. And as always, please, 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 please consider subscribing so you can find your next movie at Robert's Reviews.